Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making soya bean fried rice or soya chunk fried rice. So it's basically a mix of multiple vegetables along with soya bean. As you can see over here, I have kept the soya bean for boiling, and on the other side, if you move here, you will see I am also making some basmati rice. I'm gonna boil it for 4 whistles till 4 whistles, and then I'm going to add it to the mixture. So, and I also have some veggies over here, as you can see. So you can take your own, you can make a good mix of all the vegetables. But what I am using today is some beans, onions, chilies, garlic, ginger, tomatoes, and spring onions. You can add capsicum, you can add other vegetables, you can add egg as well. But today we're gonna go with a mode of veg, more like a veg recipe. So let's get started. I'm gonna chop these vegetables and show you. Okay, so let me go back and get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so now my vegetables are chopped. As you can see, I'll just give you some tricks. For the tomatoes, I have removed the middle part of it, and I have, because otherwise if you keep it, it's going to be a little sloggy. We don't like it, so you can remove it. And for the beans, it's a normal chop. For the carrot also, it's a normal chop. For the garlic, it's like slightly mid-chop, so you can just keep it like this, or you can keep it like little, in a different shape, but it's up to you. For the ginger, we have kept it like this. So as you can see, for the onions, we have kept we have used 2 onions over here. One we have finely chopped, and then for the other one we have just kept it a little bigger. As you can see, in fried rice you always have a mix of both kinds of onions, so you can keep 2. And then spring onions, we have chopped it, and even the chili, we have chopped it in a different shape, so it just gives you a better look, but it really doesn't add anything to the meal. So let's move on to the soya chunks. Over here, as you can see, it is now boiling. I can use my knife to just check if it's all all soaked up, it has soaked all the water or not. So it looks good as of now. So I'm going to filter this water out, and I'm going to let it cool for some time, and then I'm going to squeeze the water, because the soya chunks have absorbed a lot of water. So I'm going to just have to let it cool down and show you. Also, I'm going to show you the basmati rice. I have removed the lid after some time once it kind of cools down, and as you can see, it's like properly cooked. And if you just keep the lid on the top, it's going to be sloggy, so we just don't want that. Fried rice should be always like little the rice should be loose, so for that reason. So, okay, let me show you the next step. Okay, I have transferred the soya chunks in a different bowl. I have removed the water, so I'm going to let it cool for some time, and then I'm going to show you how you can squeeze the water out of it. So I'm going to just leave it for some time. In the meantime, I'll start preparing, or I'll start making the vegetable fry. So let me go back to that first while it cools down. Okay, I'm going to add some sunflower oil, just a little bit. Okay, I'm also gonna give a little bit of butter. Now you can make the whole recipe in butter, but I would suggest not to do that. It's gonna be too unhealthy. So this amount is good, and then I'm gonna fry all the vegetables. So let me just wait for it to be a little hot, and then I'm gonna add the vegetables and show you. Okay, now the oil is heated up right now. I'm gonna add the vegetables, but I'm not gonna add everything. I'm going to give a good mix of the vegetables that needs more time to boil or get fried first, and then go with the vegetables that need less time. For example, carrot would need more time to get fried rather than garlic, which will take less time. So I go by that logic. So I'm going to add carrot, beans, maybe these 2 for now, and then later on add the others in an order. Okay, so let us just wait for it to fry. Okay, now while I'm frying the veggies, I'm gonna squeeze the extra water. As you can see, now it's all cold, I can touch it. So now if you squeeze, you will see lots and lots of water. We need to squeeze it properly to make sure that there's no water left. Okay, going with the other bunch. Okay, now you can see the veggies are nicely, fried, not properly fried, but just getting started with it. So now it's a good time to add the second lot of veggies. I'm gonna add tomatoes, sorry, not tomatoes, onions, and also the tomatoes. I think now also it's a good time to add the gingers as well. So I'm gonna add that as well. So we are only left with chilies, spring onions, and then garlic. Okay, let it get fried for some time. In the meantime, as you can see, my soya chunks are also ready. Now you can use your hand to kind of make it into small pieces. I'm gonna use a knife for it and just I'm gonna give a little cut. And if you like it a little bigger, you can just keep it and use it like this, but we like it a little smaller. That way it gives you a feel of having chicken, but in a veg way, Now it's time to add the remaining veggies. You can see my vegetables are properly now cooked. I would say 80% cooked. So I'm gonna add the remaining garlic, some chilies, spring onions. So give it a good stir, and in the meantime my soya chunks are also ready. So we'll just wait for this to get a little fried, and at this point of time you will you can smell a very good aroma. And trust me guys, this is very healthy, and as you can see it has lots and lots of greens, and you can add more vegetables, or if you have some leftover vegetables, you can make a good use of those to make these kind of healthy dinner or lunch options. Okay, so soya chunks are now properly chopped, as you can see, and I'm gonna add that to the vegetable mix. Look at this beauty. It almost looks like chicken, isn't it? You guys comment and tell me if it doesn't. Give it a good mix. And at this point I will also add some some spices actually. Okay, I'm gonna add a little black pepper powder to this mixture. Okay, just half tablespoon should be good. We can now add cumin. Half tablespoon should be good, or maybe lesser than that is also fine. And last but not the least, we need to add coriander. Okay. Give it a good mix. At this point, you can also add salt to this. I'm gonna do that. Now it's time to add some salt. This basically depends on how much you like it more salty, or if you don't like too much salt, you can just add based on your likings. I'm gonna give it a good stir and let it fry for some more time. So I'm gonna get back to you once it is little fried. Okay, now the veggies are properly fried, so I'm gonna use or mix the rice to it. So I have a trick that I kind of put all the veggies at one side, okay, and use the same pan to add a little bit of more oil so that your rices do not stick to each other, but it's going to be just a little bit. Okay, and at this point I have also gonna keep it to the flame to medium. Okay, now just wait for some time, and I'm also gonna add these two things, some crushed chilies and dark soya. Okay, so now the oil is properly heated. Let me add the rice. Now I'm gonna mix the rice with the veggies, but slowly. Okay, not everything at once. Okay, I'm mixing it well. And to be very honest, there is no hard and fast rule to mix it in this way. This is simply what I do. You can use your own ways. Time to black pepper. I've already added it initially while frying, so this is gonna be just a little bit. And then now I'm gonna add the dark soya sauce. Don't add too much, maybe half tablespoon is good. And a little bit of chilies, but you can kind of ignore it if you don't like. I'm just gonna put just a small amount. Mix everything well and let it fry for some time. As you can see, at this point it looks so delicious, it looks yummy, it looks colorful, and it tastes so good as well. You need to add a little bit of salt at the end because you have added the rice to the mixture, so just taste it and see if it's like not that salty. Just add some salt to the mixture. I'll let it cook for some time and I'll show you the end result. Okay, now it's ready to be served. As you can see, it's nicely properly cooked. Okay, let me serve in a bowl and show you.